Diabetes mellitus, type 2 diabetes, the con of the century. A video presentation by the Fridge Guy. The screenshots and quotes in this video are from articles written by endocrinologists, researchers, doctors, etc. and are freely available on the internet. Type 2 diabetes is not a disease, nor is it chronic or progressive unless it's left untreated. It's the medication prescribed for diabetics which causes all the related health issues. Please note, all views and facts as expressed herein are my own unless otherwise stated. I have come to these conclusions after reading extensively about diabetes and after 5 years of interactions with other type 2 diabetics. For sources and disclaimers, feel free to contact the Fridge Guy. A fully reversible disease. Most doctors, dietitians, and diabetes specialists claim that type 2 diabetes is a chronic and progressive disease. The American Diabetes Association, for example, almost proudly proclaims this on its website. Once you get the diagnosis, it's a life sentence. But it's actually a great big lie. Type 2 diabetes is almost always reversible, and this is almost ridiculously easy to prove. Recognizing this truth is the crucial first step in reversing your diabetes or pre-diabetes. Actually, it's something that most people already instinctively recognize to be true. Many physicians had considerable success in treating this disease through diet. A great deal was learned about the relationship between diet and diabetes in the 1930s and 1940s. But instead, they embarked on a search for a new wonder drug. What we found is that the secret for the cure of diabetes after gastric bypass lies in the intestine, said Dr. Nicholas Dilopoulos, principal investigator at the Division of Endocrinology at Children's Hospital Boston and Boston Medical School. In an interview with Healthline, the key message is that after gastric bypass, the intestines become the most important tissue for glucose use, and this decreases blood sugar levels. That diabetes is cured in GBS patients is more proof that diabetes is curable and reversible permanently. Pertaining to the above statements, I have figured out how diabetes is reversed in GBS patients. I connected the dots. I applied my findings to several confirmed diabetics. Long story short, all have successfully reversed their diabetes, lowered their blood glucose levels, HbA1c to less than 7, non-diabetic status. The fact that several respondents to my articles on type 2 diabetes have reversed their diabetes and are currently free of medication and insulin is a powerful testament to the aforementioned statements. Diabetes was first diagnosed at 8, they made it 7, and in 2016 I said they're going to make it 6.5, and this has come to pass, as the next screenshot will confirm. It is them who decide whether we are diabetic or not. Diabetes is a personal thing. An abnormal blood glucose level may affect people differently. Some may feel the effects or experience symptoms at 7 or 8 or 9, etc. Mr. D, for example, only felt the adverse effects of heavily elevated blood glucose levels at 12.1. Mr. D reversed his diabetes in less than 63 days and achieved normalization of blood glucose levels 21 days later. Mr. P, a diabetic of 20 years plus, and MKK, a diabetic in denial, both of whom reversed their diabetes in less than 50 days. Mr. and Mrs. H, diabetics for 18 months and 2 years respectively, both of whom reversed their diabetes in less than 28 days. I have more positive results, all of whom are currently on a seafood diet, but these will suffice for now. Diabetes can easily be reversed and blood glucose levels normalized in a period ranging from 4 to 14 weeks. The length of time you've been a diabetic for and whether you are on meds or insulin is of no consequence. All that matters is your current A1C lab test result. If I can see your current HbA1c reading, I will be able to quite accurately forecast the length of time it will take you to reverse your diabetes and to normalize your blood glucose levels. I base my forecasts on an average drop of 0.5 for every 7 days, which both male and female respondents have achieved, although bigger drops have been achieved by some. How big a drop in blood glucose levels you achieve in a 7-day period is totally up to you. The bigger the drop, the quicker will you achieve reversal of your diabetes and normalization of your blood glucose levels. When you're on a seafood diet, you see food, you eat. You can eat any kinds of foods, no restrictions. Terms and conditions apply. Greed and dishonest science have promoted a lucrative worldwide epidemic of diabetes that honesty and good science can quickly reverse by naturally restoring the body's blood sugar control mechanism. Diabetes mellitus, commonly known as diabetes, is a group of metabolic disorders characterized by a high blood sugar level over a prolonged period of time. Wikipedia. Perceptions have changed. Diabetes is no longer referred to as a disease. It is now referred to as a disorder or metabolic condition or imbalance. I have patently refused to refer to diabetes as a disease. I have always referred to it as a metabolic imbalance or disorder caused by lifestyle, food choices, and attitude. Final word. Type 2 diabetes, diabetes mellitus, is not a disease, neither is it a chronic one at that. Type 2 diabetes is a metabolic imbalance in the body according to some, or a deficiency of specific vitamins and nutrients, and exacerbated by lifestyle and food choices according to others. In short, you are what you eat. Diabetes can easily be reversed using only that which comes from God's garden and God's pharmacy. Make food your medicine before medicine becomes your food.